outside. Almost looks like he's bleeding.
In today's video, we are going to talk all about post-mortems and pre-parades. Okay, what are they? And then how to actually do them in your life and in your business, because they are transformative. Okay, let's get into it. Okay, so first of all, what is a post-mortem and what is a pre-parade?
We cut the money shot.
I'm sure a lot of us have at one point watched Numbers, NCIS, Criminal Minds.
Try not to look official. Try to look less official.
This is a little bit gruesome. I know, I'm sure there are lots of true crime people here and they're like, what's gruesome about it? When somebody dies, you have to do a post-mortem. So they open up the body and they determine what was the cause of death. But when you're also thinking about your business and also thinking about achieving your goals, you can do what is called a pre-mortem, right? So instead of what is the cause of death, you're asking yourself, what would cause this project to die? You project yourself 1 year into the future, the project is over and the project it was a horrendous failure. And so you're just going to go ahead and list out what were the reasons that the project died, okay? And then you're going to project yourself back into the present day and write a list of all of the reasons why the project failed. Now you can actually think about how are we going to mitigate these problems. So for example, right now I'm starting a film fund for funding African films and African TV series. And so I've written down a list of what are the possible reasons why this project would fail. One of them is a lack of collaborations, okay? And so I know that this has to be a priority for me. I need to go out and collaborate as much as possible. If you're starting a business for the first time, you need to ask yourself as well, why would this business fail, okay? And I know that it can be a little bit hard to think about that. I like to think about what are the internal reasons? Where would I be a point of failure for the business? I also like to think about what are the things that are out of my control that could possibly be a point of failure. You can also use the SWOT analysis framework, which is strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats, okay? And really determining if this business failed, if I didn't achieve my goal, what would the reason be?
What the pre-mortem technique does, which I think is beautiful, is it legitimizes dissent. Actually turns things around. It rewards people for being imaginative in finding flaws in the current plan.
If a pre-mortem is what could go wrong, a pre-parade is what can go right. How big can this thing be if we get everything right, if everything lines up? So a pre-parade is asking yourself, what are the different levers that we need to make sure we pull in order to make sure that this thing is as big a success as we think it will be? So you can write down a list of what should we be focusing on? What is going to determine failure or success in this project, in my business, when I'm thinking about my goals, right? That's it for a pre-mortem and a pre-parade. You can go ahead and click the link in the bio. I have a template that I use for pre-mortems and pre-parades when I'm thinking about my own goals and also when I'm thinking about starting a new business venture.